All right, should we do another one? This is episode 213, which means it was the last episode of the second season. Although that's got nothing to do with anything. It wasn't like it was season finale or anything like that. It was just the next day you shoot. That was the 26th episode, so there are 13 episodes a season, so it's the end of the second season. Anyway, let's see what we got here. Oh, I haven't prompted this, so I don't know what this is. I'm just gonna let this play. We'll see what happens. At least I don't think it was anything kind of special episode. Here we come.
Today on FreeStyle, we go from shabby to chic in New York City.
New York City, baby! I shot one episode in New York. I went out there.
Hey, I'm your designer.
They flew me out. Well, they didn't really fly me out there. For like the HGTV version of the upfronts. For a couple of new shows and a couple of old shows, meeting all the press and stuff like that, and then we shot an episode while we were there. I do like that sweater. Three bracelets is not good. Yeah, she's a famous actress.
Has yet to see its big break.
She's still a huge star on Broadway.
She's spend any money to do it.
Managed her career a little bit better than I have. She's just a little bit more talented than me. Yeah, at HGTV they bought me a ticket from Minnesota.
Kelli moved away from home to pursue her dream.
By way of Chicago to New York. Because it was like $9 cheaper than buying a direct flight, which I then bought myself.
Very New York apartment.
Well, here we
I
are
would never
in my
understand
apartment.
the things that happened on that show.
Very small,
the financial
500
decisions that were
square
made.
feet. I have little spaces all across the wall here just for junk, lots of junk. I have this huge bureau for my armoire for my television and lots of other things stuffed in there.
She was not happy at the end of this.
It's a little bit shabby chic. I love cottages. I love
I'm sure
New
it doesn't come
England.
across
I love
on
all the
camera,
houses up there. So
but,
I love the cottage feel, and I was trying to do it.
I wish I could remember what show she was doing when we were there.
It doesn't match.
Rachel, my producer, she flew out and did it with me, which was awesome.
So you got to have smoother, cleaner.
And she went to the show and went backstage and all that, and I
I
think I went and met friends.
Hey, Kelli, how are you?
Hey, Aaron, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. How was your show last night?
It was good. It was tiring, but great.
I'm sure. Now, how many shows do you do a week?
She's
8.
legit.
It was my last show of 8.
Eight shows a week. Okay. So do you spend a lot of time at home?
Oh, I don't. It's kind of like a hotel room or something. I just come home, I sleep, I eat a little, and I go back to work. So it's busy.
Okay. Well, hopefully
Broadway,
we'll
man.
for you today. You want to take a look?
I mean, if I did this now, I would be at that show. I went a year ago, flew out, a year and a half ago, I flew out to see 2 shows on Broadway. Mike Birbiglia opening night, amazing. The new one, check it out on Netflix. Birbiglia, guy's a genius. And I also saw Hamilton. I figured, might as well see that while I'm there.
Oh, that's funny.
And then more recently, I went and saw Burn This, Adam Driver, and
we have to stand like this if we want to
I did that play in LA back in the day. And it's an intense part. And, he's a little more talented than I am too.
2 people, maybe 3 people.
But that was front row for that.
Entertain.
Front row. Adam Driver.
Kelli,
He was in his mind for 2 hours. It was amazing.
How about a voice lesson?
Big breath in the diaphragm. And
Oh, double chins, bro.
You.
That's really fantastic. You know what? I have
not
nothing
right?
else to give you because that was just perfect.
What an asshole. Tone deaf, bro.
Sorry. Now, the easiest way to make a
so
difference
this
in a
was
space like this is
Plexi,
declutter. So
not
that's gonna be
with
our number one
Eric
priority.
and Craig,
Now,
who
get
knew
rid
how
of
to
this
do it and
really
knew how to
large
make it
armoire that I
work.
think it's too big for this room.
This is Plexi with
Then we're gonna take the
some crew in New
sofa.
York.
It's
Sorry,
gonna
guys, I
come
don't
here.
remember you.
We're
It was
gonna
one
use it to
day.
divide the space. We're gonna add an extra table and chairs over here for some seating. We really want to punch up the color on these windows. Now, I don't know how the singing lessons are going to go today.
Oh my
This
God.
apartment is going to go from grandma chic to urban sleek.
Is it Grandma Chic to Urban Sleek?
Yeah,
Did
the
I
first
come
thing
up
to
with
go is gonna
that?
be our armoire.
Rachel, did you come up
But
with
here's
that?
the thing, it's not
Rachel,
watching
watching
this.
this.
It's a little country anyway. You're probably right.
Great. You want to give me a hand with this? No, I'm just kidding. We have people for that.
I don't. This was an interesting thing, because I mean that's
Yeah.
how that world is, right? You show
Let's
up
keep that where we can get at it.
with people you haven't worked with before, and you all got to get your shit together. There's a job to be done. You got to be professional, and everybody's got to do their part.
That's true.
So what I'd like
It's a
to do
wild,
is
you
pick out
think
some
about
pictures that you
sitcoms
favor.
or any TV show, not just sitcoms,
I'm going to take her with me.
and they get a new director every week.
Okay?
Man, I mean, you better know
I
what
love
you're
the
doing
acoustics,
as an
too.
actor and as a
It's great
director
for
and as a
voice
DP,
lessons.
as everything.
Oh, we're
I
still
don't know. I would love to
I could sing a little bit. And
be good enough to just boom, drop me in. I'll nail it. I need my rehearsal. Don't do it again. No, he did it again.
That's awesome. Right here. You got a little breath in there. Support. It's good.
Well, I think it's got a long way to go. But your room does not have far to go. So we're going to start bringing some stuff back in. I want to start with the rug and get some color in here.
Fantastic.
Okay, Kelly, I'm guessing...
She was great. I mean, obviously, she's a legit star performer.
Yes.
That quilt, do I know the people that made that quilt?
Bring some life to the other
We
room.
probably, Rachel, did you buy that at Target in New York City?
Where do you want to put it?
No, it's your place. Where do you want to put it?
How about...
Look at how small that place is. Oh, don't do that with the chins, bro. I feel like I look like a different person when I'm clean shaven versus, well, this is too much. Cannot believe I did not go to her show.
Bye, Mom.
To this day, 15 years later, I'm like, whoa.
Okay, Kelly, now out in the main room,
Although maybe I had dinner with Maddie. Is Maddie's not watching this, but my buddy Maddie, who's now become a star in his own right.
Great.
At one point, I was in New York when all this was going on, and he was there working on a film set as an assistant, but now he's a big-time actor.
I let her win.
Well, we had dinner. Maybe that's what I did instead. I mean, that's legit. Maddie, I love Maddie to death, but I would
I told you I
have
was gonna have a hard time keeping up with her.
maybe could have gone to the show and also figured out a way to see my pal and see the show.
Now we got a little bit of color up on the walls.
I wonder if we bought those. I don't. I'm not listening to any of this. I'm just remembering the whole New York
Okay, Kelly, we got a couple
adventure.
pieces of furniture in here. Now the sofa splits up the
The
space.
fact
which
that the
I like.
network
Now,
wanted
this
me to
piece,
fly
we
to
had
New
to
York from
sacrifice the
Minneapolis
function
by
of the
way
other
of Chicago
leaves
so they
for
could
the
save
seating.
$9.
Yeah, but we can just switch it around and put the bar stools there and use it when we have people over.
That is what I wanted to hear. Excellent.
I'm not really following the design here.
What do you
Pay
think?
more attention.
This is nice. It's like a little cafe in my house.
So we took Kelly's armoire out of the room because it was too big. It really dominated the space.
Here's the
But now we
problem
need somewhere to put the TV.
with why she gets grumpy
Kelly's
at the
using
end.
this old trunk as a nightstand, but we're going to repurpose it, bring it into the other room.
We only brought like
She's gonna
half
put a
or
TV
a
on
third
it,
of the
and it's
stuff
much
back
more to
into the
scale to
room,
that small room.
which is fine when you're like in urban,
I like it.
suburban
DVD player, I don't know where
Minneapolis
that's gonna go.
and
DVD player.
Right. maybe
you have a
the
garage
push-cart table that I have would
or a
work better
basement
for
or
the
something.
situation.
That has the shelves in it. That's actually a pretty good idea.
So
Even though we're not
she
using it
knows
for
what's
TV,
going
I
on.
think maybe a coffee table.
Oh, that's much
here.
better.
Oh yeah, I like
So
that.
you can...
Watch TV.
Exactly.
Nice.
Up next, I get another singing lesson and mastering flea market
Rachel, that's
style.
Rachel, the producer, pushing that. I mean, it's it's good TV because I look like an idiot. Everybody loves that. But Rachel, hope you're well. I'm not connected with you anywhere on Facebook or anything. I haven't talked to you in forever. You're not going to see this, but you were just a pleasure to work with, and you put up with a lot of shit from me. And for some reason, I still remember something I said to you when you pitched me a joke, and I just said, I don't care for jokes. I do. I like jokes, but there's something very funny about that moment. I'm pretty sure we were in your car driving around scouting locations, and I think we had a good laugh about it. But I don't know, the things you remember.
Kelly, you have
right?
a lot of great art.
She was a good
that
producer,
was not up on the wall.
and she put up with a lot of my shit, like I
know.
said.
A lot of it
So did
is
Jane.
from shows
Jane put up with a lot of my
I've
shit,
done,
too.
So I
They
kind
were both great.
have trouble picking and choosing what I actually do want on the wall.
Kelly, you had a lot of tchotchkes this morning when we started.
I know.
And we don't,
Yeah.
we're trying to pare down, we're trying to be a little bit more selective.
This is her one night off, right? She's 8 shows a week. She has one night off a week, day off a week. This is what she does with it.
So anything at all can be a flower vase, but Kelly's gonna have to find a new place for her toothbrush. Because I'm stealing this.
That, I mean, it still had the sticker on it, didn't it? Is that what that was? Oh, yes, there's the bit! The switching the identical things. That's my bit. That's my thing. Can you patent that? Why don't you light the candles? Yeah.
Okay, Kelly,
14
we are all
candles.
done with the place. It does look a lot different, but do you like it?
I do. It's there's a lot more space.
The
there are a lot
hallway
less
in
tchotchkes,
her,
and
this
it's,
place was
it's sophisticated.
full
I like
of
it.
stuff.
Okay, well,
And
yeah,
I think she
hopefully
was
we
like,
found a happy
where are you guys
medium
going?
between the sort
What
of
are
New
you
York
doing?
modern,
Where
what
are gonna put
closer
the, where are
to,
they gonna put
the
everything?
country stuff that you had.
No
and
garage, no storage,
kind of
nothing.
having
It's
a
New
place in
York.
the middle.
I think we did.
Great.
How about that voice lesson?
I'll take another crack at it, sure.
Yeah, just get that diaphragm going, some breath. How about one more? Me.
Don't do it again.
You.
I find a
think
bit,
you got
I stick
something.
with it, you know?
So,
John Candy and Splash.
I think I'll keep it in
I
the
find
shop.
something that works for me, I stick with it. It's this throwing the change under the women in skirts, dresses. Find something that works
Taking
for
the
me, I
huge
stick with it.
armoire out of the
Pretty good hair
apartment
day for me, I gotta
altogether
say.
made the biggest difference of everything that we did.
I mean, shit, dude.
It was too
Somebody
big and
paid me to go to New York
overpowered. Now we
City and
have a lot
shoot
more
a
space
television
for
show with a
seating, a lot
Broadway
more
star.
space
I
for
mean, you
artwork,
know,
and
and I'm
just
sitting
more
here,
space
you know,
altogether.
griping. It's good times, man. I just wish I had
Another big reason
recognized
this
it a
room
little bit more
looks
in
so
the
different
moment
is the color we added to it.
instead of
From
like
the curtains to the
thinking I
rugs,
deserved
the
more.
pillows,
Why did
the
I deserve more? I
placement.
didn't deserve
Adds a
more.
little
I
bit
barely
of
did. I didn't
depth,
deserve
a little bit of
that.
Texture and a lot more life.
Good times.
Now, at the end of the day, we know two things. One, it is possible to make even the smallest New York apartment feel bigger. And two, I still can't sing.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Up next in Minneapolis, this funky artist loves all things vintage.
A jacket and that shirt, bro.
Her fashion-forward style with her love of the past, and we won't spend any money.
All right, I'm out. Good times. Kelli, I think she's killing it.